Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Jesse Daley here in the Caribbean. I am on the island of St. Croix in the U.S. Virgin Islands. My friends, we have a lot to talk about today, and we're going to start with Hurricane Gabrielle. Gabrielle is currently a Category 3 hurricane as of 11 a.m. Eastern Atlantic Standard Time, packing winds of 120 miles per hour, and it is a Category 3, potentially going to become a Category 4 hurricane as it passes just to the east of Bermuda. Now, this is a serious storm, obviously, for our friends over in Bermuda, but also for the east coast of the USA. We could certainly have some swells and rip currents along the eastern seaboard, really all the way up from North Carolina up to Canada. So it's really important to monitor this closely if you are on the East Coast. And of course, if you're in Bermuda, keep a really close eye on this because the storm's going to come close, and of course, we already may still see some gusty winds, certainly from Gabrielle's passage. This is a look at the infrared satellite imagery of Gabrielle, courtesy of tropicaltidbits.com, and we can see this is a pretty incredible storm. Look at the eye on this thing. I would not be at all surprised if this is upgraded to a Cat 4 at the next advisory. So definitely keep an eye on this if you are in Bermuda, of course, and if you are along the East Coast. Also, the Azores, the islands of Portugal, will approach you likely on Thursday. So make sure that you keep an eye on it. It will likely, of course, weaken by the time it reaches the Azores, but still important to watch really closely. Now, let's jump back over to the Atlantic update here. Now, in my video from yesterday, I noted that there were a couple of areas, we're looking at them here, that were under investigation or being flagged by the National Hurricane Center. Interestingly, both of these waves now have a higher chance of development. Honestly, I'm a little bit concerned about the one that's going to come really close to us here in the Caribbean. Now, it's actually a little bit backwards in terms of the passage timing of this, in terms of their names. This is disturbance number 1 with a high chance of development, but this will actually pass further to the north of the local islands, and it will pass after disturbance number 2. So we have a system here, disturbance number 2, that is supposed to bring some gusty winds and some rain, definitely some rainfall to portions of the Lesser Antilles, including the Leeward Islands, including U.S. Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico. Both of these systems, by the way, could become tropical depressions, if not higher than that, a tropical storm. Next name on the list for tropical storms is Humberto in the Atlantic. So if you are in the U.S. Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico, really the entire Northeast Caribbean, we got to watch this. Let's take a look at the infrared satellite imagery, by the way, of these systems. Now, I'm circling a disturbance number 2. Again, it's a little bit backwards here. Disturbance number 2 is on the left. Disturbance number 1 is on the right. The reason they're named that way is because the storms were named or flagged at different times by the National Hurricane Center. Disturbance number 2 is on the left. 1 is on the right. Disturbance number 2 on the left is getting better organized. So I wouldn't be surprised if we also see this, upgraded a little bit in terms of possible, development chances in the near future. So we got to keep a close eye on all this, my friends. Now let's jump right back over here. I want to show you what's going on in the Eastern Pacific. We've got Tropical Storm Narda, and this is expected to be a hurricane, but luckily it will move away from land. So a lot is happening, my friends. It's important to keep in mind that things change so quickly, right? Make sure you follow the National Hurricane Center. If you enjoyed this video, by the way, I am in the Caribbean, as I mentioned. I will be here throughout hurricane season, so I would really appreciate it if you follow my channel. I'll bring you the latest on what's happening in St. Croix and the entire U.S. Virgin Islands region. And thank you for watching. As always, I will keep an eye on the tropical skies come rain or shine.